Okay, welcome back. We are the Sport Performance Secrets. I'm so happy because today we have a special program for you. I know you're an athlete who want to be in charge of every aspect of your training. That's why we have Sport Performance Secrets to help you to uncover all those secrets and help you to be the best of the best. Today we have an amazing interview with Anastasia Chopelas. She will teach you a lot of things. Number one, she will teach you how to heal yourself and how to increase your energy. And this is Coach Al, your host. I coach in gymnastics for more than 40 years, since the beginning level all the way to elite. I have 2 Olympians and 5 World Championships. I have very happy to learn hypnosis at the age of 16 to overcome the ADD and obesity. Yes, I overcome obesity. I was very obese. And at the same time, at the age of 48, I beat cancer with the power of my mind, and I'm helping other people to do the same because the mind is more powerful than anything else. And today's call, you will learn a lot of new things. I'm so happy because I know you want to learn every day something new and something better. And today we have a host, we have a person who will teach you a lot of amazing things. You will do an exercise, very important exercise. But before we start, it's important for me to let you know. It's important. Go to the your browser address bar, and you need to check the Anastasia interview page. You need to type www.sportperformancesecrets.com/diamond. It's DIAMOND. And you will see you are there, you're on the right page, because you will see Anastasia's picture. When you see Anastasia's picture, in that area you can do a lot of things. Number one, you can see the special offer she put for you to help you to increase all your abilities as an athlete. The other thing you can do, in the bottom, we have the comments area. For me, it's very important to be in touch with you because I know you want to know more things and better things. I want to be in touch with you. Use it. When you listen to the interview, just use that comments area and send us all the information you want to know, and we'll be in touch with you. And the second thing, it's a very important thing, Anastasia put a gift for you. In this interview, she will give you a gift. She will talk about more later, but just stay in tone because that gift is special for you because I know you want to be one of the best. I have a quote, like every program we have, is from the coach, Paul Beer Bryant. He was a football coach, and he says something really, really important. He says, it's not the will to win that matters. Everyone has that. It's the will to prepare to win that matters. This is the most important thing for you as an athlete to do. It's not the mentality to compete and be the best. It's the mentality to prepare to be the best. Very good. Today we have an interview, amazing, with Anastasia Chopelas. She's the founder of the Diamond Heal Method. She will tell you more about what is that. She's amazing. At the molecular level, she can heal you. She has a herbal medicines, fitness, and new lifestyle. And she's a teacher. She was teacher for many, many years in university level, and she understands all the quantum physics. She's a specialist in quantum physics and how the energy will and hit you cellular level. And she will teach you how to get rid of bad cholesterol and bad stress and many, many other things. I'm so happy to have today with us Anastasia Chopelas. Welcome, Anastasia.
Hi, thank you so much, Coach Al, for having me on your program.
I'm very happy to have you here, especially because I know all these athletes will learn a lot from you. Number one, let me ask you one thing. How did you get into all this system of diamond healing when you was a scientific lady? What happened? How did you get there?
Yes, people ask me that question a lot, like how did you get from physics to metaphysics? So what happened was that in all of my, I've been a scientific researcher and physics professor for about 40 years, a little less, until my retirement a couple of years ago. And the way I transitioned into it was that I got very ill myself. I had been into sports most of my life. I was on 4 different sports teams in high school and 2 different teams in college. And I continued to run and lift weights for the following, 40 years approximately. And about 20 years ago, I got very ill where I couldn't do them anymore. I used to say, if I can't run, I'll walk, and if I can't walk, I'll crawl. Well, I was crawling. So I didn't
Wow.
find any results in going to traditional medicine. They wanted to just feed me blood pressure pills and cholesterol pills, and I said no. And they also told me I needed surgery, and I said no, I'm not going to do that. So I was living in Germany at the time, which was extremely lucky because their level of homeopathic and alternative medicine is so much higher than it is here. And I went to one of those doctors, and I got to learn a lot about this alternative stuff, and I found that it worked. Tiny drops of herbal tinctures and so forth would blow out things like, in a matter of hours, serious sinus infections, and make me feel better and remove the pain in my body and reduce my blood pressure. So I started studying that, and I ended up getting into energy medicine, and that made all the difference in the
Perfect.
world for me. So that's where I got started.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. The needs make sometimes the best opportunities to learn. And
Exactly.
we hope with these athletes, with you athlete, then you never need to have that opportunity to experience that bad, but we can prevent that. Usually the people don't prevent, they just pay for the consequences of the things. But in this case, athletes learn to prevent all the time. And you are an athlete like I know you are, who when I always answer these questions, how to stop the sabotage, mental sabotage, how to get the power concentration, how to concentrate your energy, you're in the right place. We can do a lot of things for you because especially today, you will have an exercise with Anastasia. And now, can you explain what happened inside the mind when you start to do the healing process? Is change of frequency in the mind, or what is that?
Well, actually, there are 4 parts to our whole being. I always say that we are a whole being. We're not just our mind, and we're not just our body, and we're not just our emotions and our spirit, but we're actually all those things. And the energy of all of them has to coincide. They have to jive with one another. And so, if you have a low energy in one place, like you have locked up an emotion in your body, you've internalized it. That means that it stays in there and it vibrates at a low frequency. Let's say it's anger and you're holding anger, and what it'll do, it'll start to lower the energy of that organ, maybe a liver, maybe a gallbladder, and then what it'll happen is over the years, illness will start to manifest in that area if you don't clear it out. And what I do for people, I tell them all I do is remove all the parts of your energy that don't belong to you. And as soon as I do that, their health increases, their ability to concentrate increases. They say they feel smarter, more intelligent. They can focus. Their body is more coordinated. They can do sports better. So I'll just give you an example. 5 years ago, I was in such pain I could hardly move, and now now I go and lift weights. I don't have a single pain in my body at all, and I can
Wow.
focus. I'm over 60 years old now, and I can focus really well, as good as I could in my 20s. So it's made all the difference in the world. And a lot of these exercises are very simple, just in what to do. And in the package that I have to offer, it has a series of simple exercises that just take minutes a day.
Yeah, and you touched something really, really important. Is this something don't belong to you? And
Exactly.
the athletes need to understand one thing. Some of the pains they have, because usually in the sports you have 3 stages. When they start is the honeymoon stage, when they get so excited about the goals they want to have. And the second stage is when they start to pay the pain for being there. It's a lot of work, a lot of is like systems to follow. And after that, it starts the harvest. Is when they start to picking up. And when they start to feel the pain is when they quit. That's why it's important for me to remark that then don't belong to them those pains. And can you explain us how they feel pains that they don't belong to them?
Well, a lot of times people come to me and they've had 20 years of back pain, and it turns out that there's nothing physically wrong with them. What they've done is they've stored stress in those places. So if you are a competitor that really wants to move forward and you want to be the very best, there's a lot of stress that you put on yourself. And by removing the stress out of the body but keeping that competitive edge and that drive going, it makes all the difference. It removes the pain directly out of the body. So most of the time, all I do is relax the stress on the body, and 10 or 20 years of back pain disappears.
Wow. That means the pain is manifestation of the stress, the internal stress they feel for the anticipation they have.
Exactly.
Very good. Very good explanation. Now, it's very important for us to know when you create the system, it's the diamond system, what time is the best time to do it? Do they need to have any special conditions, or any time is good to do it?
It's perfect any time of night or day. It's whenever you feel that stress. Some people get up in the morning and they're really anxious, and I have a very soothing, healing audio that they can listen to, and it just realigns all their energy in their body correctly, and they're able to move forward in the day. So I have some people that like to listen to this audio in the morning, and then I have some people that are so wound up from the day's stresses. It's a very short audio. It's under 15 minutes. They listen to it while they're lying in bed ready to fall asleep, and while they're listening to it, it helps remove all the nervous energy out of the body, and then they're able to sleep really well. And then when they wake up in the morning, they're fully rested, and that stress then leaves. So it just depends on the personality. Basically, are you a morning person or are you a night person, and where your body clock is set.
Very good. Excellent. Then that shows another thing the athletes learn to do is repetition. Repetition makes everything in sports and in life too. Most of the kids we have they are no athletes and they want to listen to these interviews, they need to know that it's not the talent who make you the super athlete. It's the consistency and the repetition of everything, and keep going and keep going. I have another question for you, Anastasia, because it's important for us to understand the quantum mechanics. In this society, in the new era, we don't talk too much about energy. We talk about the medicine, how the medicine works, but the energy has a big role in you feel in every cell of your life, and how you can control the frequency of the energy with your mind.
Well, that's one of the things that we'll do a little later. I'll just show you a very basic exercise for raising your internal energy. But your personal energy, it matters in several ways. How you treat yourself. Do you feed yourself well? Do you rest? Do you hydrate well? So that's the physical things. Or do you make sure you don't get around toxic things, like make sure your environment doesn't have a lot of chemicals. You don't eat a lot of chemicals like preservatives and additives and artificial flavors and artificial sweeteners. So that's the toxic, your toxicity. And the last thing is basically your emotions and the people that you hang around with. Now, one thing that people really don't understand is that your interactions with people can affect your energy profoundly. And there are simple exercises for helping you not do that. And that's one of the audios that's in the package, is it helps you readjust your relationships so they are not affecting you in a toxic way. So an example of that would be is, have you ever walked into a room where people are arguing and then all of a sudden you feel like your whole energy in your body is draining out? And that's because that negativity that you're hearing goes right into your body and it drops your internal energy because you feel anxious. You don't want those people to be arguing. Maybe it's your parents, maybe it's a pair of siblings, maybe it's two friends that you have. Your energy will deplete really, really quickly. So in actual life, if you're talking with someone and they're upset with you, even if they don't say anything, what'll happen is that you will absorb their negativity into your body, and I'll explain that via a quantum mechanics, right? So you absorb it, you feel it, it drops your energy. So there's simple exercises to do that will help keep you from not absorbing their negativity and to be able to talk to that person and not have them deplete you. So what'll happen is there are simple tests that I do all the time on people where I show that your muscles will reflect whether you say yes or no. And so no is people arguing in front of you, that depletes your energy, and yes will boost it. So if you're trying to lift a weight, you can lift more weight if you just tell yourself in your mind and say it out loud, yes, 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 yes. So that will make you stronger. And so in these interactions, these are really important, your personal interactions, your friends, your parents, your siblings, your brothers, your sisters, all the people that are in your life, your aunts, your uncles, and your cousins, all those people will make a difference in your own personal energy. And that's one of the strong points, and that's one of the things that really help a lot of people heal and get better, especially if they're really angry with somebody or really upset with them for a long time. They store that energy in the body, and it makes them so they're not working as well. So it's not just about how well you eat or how well you exercise or how well you train. It's also got to do with how well your energy and your body is aligned, in the positive direction instead of the negative direction. So the way people interact with one another, I just tell people that when you solve quantum mechanics, what it does, it solves for the interaction of two particles. So if you have two particles and they're interacting, you make an equation that describes how well they interact. And when you do this equation, you always take care that you integrate from a zero distance all the way out to infinity. So that means that every particle is interacting with every other particle in the universe. And they're now doing experiments that show this to be the case. If you look up quantum entanglement, they're just showing it on small bunches of apparently no connection between these particles. And if you rotate one, all the others will rotate simultaneously with no time lag. So we are interacting with one another. And, the Earth is an inanimate object, and it has a field. You can take your compass out, and you can tell which direction north is because of its field. Well, we have a lot more activity in our bodies, right? Up and down our whole body, we have blood running through, we have electrical impulses, we have thoughts going through. All that energy creates a field. So we can interact with other people's fields. That's how it works.
Very good explanation. Now, in sports, we have a lot of the emotions, especially in the sport I do is gymnastics, and it's very hard to handle the fear because they need to do 2 flips in the air and land again on the feet with no land in the head, and that create an anticipation of failure, and the practice is who make them stronger. But sometimes at the young age they cannot face that stress. Like you mentioned, at the cellular level, you can change that to be more aware of the possibilities you have as an athlete. Like you mentioned something really important. The environment affects you. The environment is important. But at the same time, if you are stronger than the environment, you can reverse that. Is that true?
Yes, you can. There are very good protective ways to help you. So I'm not talking about chemicals. Chemicals are pretty difficult to repel off. But the stronger a person's energy is, the easier it is for them to go through life. In other words, if somebody throws them negative energy, they're less affected by it. And so there are the 2 audios that I've included in that actually do clear you out. As you listen to it, my voice will take you through these. They're just guided exercises, and because I'm a healer, my voice carries healing energy. And as I record it, that people listen to it, they can feel the energy shifting in their body. And that's why I had one woman who listened to one of those audios 3 times. She had gone to a psychiatrist because she was so upset about so many things. She said after the 3rd time, I could just not go anymore because I was so calm. And she said that she's listened to it so many times that she wore out the CD that she burned and she had to burn a new one.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And let me ask you one thing, very important for these athletes to know. They can learn what you can do with your energy. Do they can do it by themselves?
Yes,
or
they
you need to be born like
can.
that?
Yes, they absolutely can.
You don't need to be born like that.
Everybody has the same equipment I do. I don't have anything special. I just learned how. It's like somebody who's learned how to do a backflip, which I can't do. They learned how. Everybody is capable of doing it. They just have to learn how, right? So
Yes.
I learned how to manipulate the energy, and everybody has this ability. Everybody. No exceptions. We all have the same 2 eyes, nose, mouth, brain, all the blood running through the body, and all the nervous impulses. We all have the equipment, and all I need to do is teach you how to do it. And
Perfect.
the package it teaches a little bit. It teaches you how to do a little bit for yourself, but the package actually just shows you the basic things to help an athlete realign their body. There are 10 simple steps. And you don't have to do them all at once. You can do them one at a time, and each step will move you forward into getting through the process of removing that anxiety. And one of the audios specifically removes anxiety. It specifically does that. And as you listen to it, it tells you what to do, and you can do that for yourself later.
Excellent.
In other words,
Excellent.
It's training you how to do it.
Like special because who create that anxiety? Yourself. The athlete create that anxiety with the anticipation or with the prediction of what's going to happen with their minds. And who is responsible for that to heal it? Yourself. And now let me tell something for the people who just get in, because some of our friends just start to join the program. And I will repeat what I said early, and then don't worry. Because if you're not already in the Anastasia's interview page, it's time to do it now. Just go to the browser address bar and start to type www.sportperformancesecrets.com/diamond. SDIAMOND, diamond, and then you will be there. You will see the picture of Anastasia. And you can do several things right there. One is the package she's talking about. She prepared a special package for you to help you to achieve more things and to learn amazing stuff. And she will tell us about that. At the same time, we want to hear about you, and she has a special gift at the in this interview. Just to listen to Anastasia's words, she prepares something for you to start to experience diamond. You need to experience that, especially because you, as an athlete, you believe what you feel, not what you hear, not what you see. You only believe what you hear. And this special gift and this special package, it's time to talk about that, Anastasia, because they want to know what is in that special package. Can you just tell us a little bit about that package you prepare for for audience?
You mean the gift or
The special offer, the special offer, the package. Because
okay, the special
let me
offer.
explain one thing.
Yes, the special offer is a book that explains all the parts that I'm talking to in great detail. Because as I know that many people need to understand, you know, in other words, they need to see it to believe it. And so they need to understand. If you don't need to understand, you don't need to go through the book. You can just listen to the 4 audios, the extra audios. And I prepared the book in audio format because I know that many young people use iPods or their smartphones, and they can load them up and just listen to it anywhere. Let's say walking to school or waiting somewhere, they can listen to bits and pieces of it. And because it's my voice, it's also soothing. I use high energy words all the time, so it's very soothing. It's very helpful for them. And then there are 4 audios. 2 audios are healing audios, and they have a special music in the background that was performed by a healer who never studied music. So when you listen to the music, you'll be amazed at how beautiful it is. And when I listen to it, it's very soothing. And on top of that, my voice guides you through what to do. And what it does is it helps lower your anxiety level, helps lower your nervousness, your stress, and all that. Helps the body relax so you can be in the best state ever. It also helps you bring your spirit all the way into your body so you become more coordinated, your health improves, and so on. And then the second audio, the second healing audio helps you heal all your relationships. In other words, all your personal ties will help clear the air between everybody, and it allows you to like wipe the slate clean with anything that's happened in the past and allows you to move forward. And what that does is it clears your body out of all that foreign energy that doesn't belong to you. And then there's 2 more audios that teaches you and also heals you, teaches you what the parts of the energy body are. So we have several places on our body that absorb energy and also holds it. So they call it an aura. It's actually your energy field created by all that biological activity. Well, in that energy field, it holds all the stuff that's going on inside you. So it teaches you that, and it helps you clear it up. So that's what the fundamental part of the package is. And then there's another bonus, and it's affirmations for athletes, reprogramming your brain for success. It's a very simple technique, which we will demonstrate later.
Okay, excellent, Anastasia. Especially, it's very important for you as an athlete to know that everything what you says reflects inside you and your perception. It's not only the words you says aloud, it's the words you repeat yourself inside your head. And remember, in order to get this package, go to the Anastasia interview page, and you will see the special offer package right there. Click right there. Do it now. Click right there. You will see several things right there. When you click right there, you will see all what Anastasia is talking about. You can read it, you can study, you can see, because not only you can use it, your family, your entire family can use it, because if you have problems with your mom, with your dad, with your cousin, with your brother, they can listen to that and will clean the energy between you and them, and you will have better environment at home in order to be a good athlete. And Anastasia make this special offer at 50% off. It's important for you to know that, because that help you to achieve your goals. And Anastasia prepared everything with a lot of dedication, a lot of experience she has in years. She was working with one of my students too, and that student started to experience it, all that energy, and she was not present face to face. They was in Skype, and I start to see the difference in the practice. She started to be more energetic, more secure herself. She started to be more concentrated. That's why for me it's important for you to go and click that button, the add to the cart. And when you click add to the cart, 50% off, and you see everything that is over there. And stay tuned because we have a special gift for you just to listen today, because we want you to experience this one. And now, it's important to go to the other process, Anastasia. Anastasia has special exercises for you because you need to experience it even in this call. And now, Anastasia, guide us how we can do something about your system, what we can do.
Okay, so a very quick energy boost. So let me explain about our bodies. Our bodies are, it's kind of like a two-way street. If you think something, then your body will respond to it. So if you get depressed, your body will go into a slumped over, protecting your soft underside because you're afraid, and you move into that. And if you start to think confidently, you'll automatically pull your shoulders back and straighten out. And scientific studies have shown that your posture will change the amount of stress hormone by huge factors inside of 2 minutes. It will raise it inside of 2 minutes if you're in that hunched over protective mode, and it will lower your stress by 20%, your stress chemicals by 20% if you stand up straight, pull your shoulders back, and go into what I call a power stance. And a power stance is something like Wonder Woman or Superman. It's where you have your feet shoulder width apart, and you put your hands on your hips, and you hold your head back, and make sure your shoulders are back too, because what that does is it opens up your heart and your front, and that means that you feel strong and secure, and you'll start to notice that energetic.
Let me explain to the audience. Start to do it now. When you are here into this interview, stand up and put that position. You are a Wonder Woman right now. You are knowing more who you are. You are a Wonder Woman. Superman. You are a Superman. And then do it. When you experience it, you start to feel it. And I'll keep going, Anastasia.
Yes, and that's the first half of the exercise. The second half of the exercise is reprogramming your brain and your body to perform better. And our humans are built with a negative brain and mind. And the reason is that in the old days there used to be things like saber-toothed tigers and mastodons hiding, and dangerous animals hiding waiting to pounce on us. So we were always in, oh, I got to be scared and I got to be cautious mode. Well, we don't have that anymore. So what we need to do is program our brains with positive statements. So the statement needs to be in the present. It has to be believable to your mind, and it has to be positive. And so such a statement would be, if you were standing with your hands on your hips and your feet shoulder to me, something great is happening to me today. I can feel it. Right? So as soon as you start saying these wonderful things to yourself, your body will incorporate it. And then another one would be, no matter what others say or do, my success is up to what I do. So no matter what others say or do, my success is up to what I do. So these kinds of statements. And another one would be, I am a winner, I win often, and I win big. So say that. I am a winner, I win often, and I win big. And every time I've had people do that, so those are just 3. Every time I have people do that, they start laughing, they start smiling, no matter where they're at. And laughing and smiling is a high energy activity. Happiness is a high energy place to be. So as soon as you get into that happy place, your body realigns, the energy shifts, and you can do so much more. It's like getting into that yes or that strong state. So saying yes to yourself, these are different ways to say yes to yourself and program your body and your mind to succeed. And what it does is it starts to do it automatically. You don't have to change anything. It's just like automatic programming. It's like programming your computer. You program your computer to do something, so you're programming your body, which is your computer, to do something with the strength of your mind. It's just like self-hypnosis, but it's way simpler. right? It's less
Wow.
learning, right?
Yes, this is amazing what you says, especially because there's two kind of personalities in psychologists they call the inferential and the literal. When one person is inferential, they infer it about everything what they hear, and this is the way they process the information. The literal, everything what they understand is exactly the words you says. Let me put an example to understand that. You said a girl, "Oh, you are pretty today," and she says, "Oh, that means yesterday was ugly." That's inferential mind. The literal mind, they said, "You're pretty today." They understand that I'm pretty today. They don't inferential over nothing. And it's important for you to repeat yourself because Anastasia explained to us that the physiology is very important for the emotion you will feel. There's three aspects in the emotion: the physiology, what you think about, what you focus your attention on, plus what you repeat to yourself. She's giving you all the three aspects, and you can change your emotion. All right, Anastasia, can you tell us a little bit more when to do these exercises and what is the best time to do it?
Well, so most of the time people are doing a same activity for a long period of time. And what happens is that we get weary during that time. So so what I tell them to do is after you've done something for about 90 minutes, whatever it is, studying, doing some sports, whatever you're doing, is to take a little break and you can have these affirmations on a card. I've recorded a few on an audio, and you just listen to them and repeat them. And it only takes like a minute. And what that does is it gives your body this interrupt during the day, and then it refreshes you, and then you can spend the next 90 minutes. So every 90 minutes to 2 hours, don't do anything for more than that period of time, because we really do get tired. And as we get tired, it drops our energy. So what we want to do is just give ourselves that little boost. And sometimes if you feel embarrassed to do that, just stand up straight and take a really deep breath in, very slowly. Take a deep breath in through your nose, and then let it out very slowly out of your mouth. And that's just like another pattern interrupt that you can do during the day. And it's like a mini meditation. It just calms you. And if one breath doesn't do it, then do 2 or 3. But you don't need to do more than that. Especially young people are so easy to work with and to heal. They heal so quickly. And by learning this early, we don't have to get into that 50-year-old plus and all the medications and all the illnesses. We can just stop it early, right?
Yeah, as you know, Anastasia, I work with the ADD program. I create a program for the ADDs because I born ADD, and I don't want every kid to suffer that problem because it's a problem. It's a problem because you feel out of place. You feel like nobody understands what you says, and the reality is because you cannot express correctly what you feel because ADDs has another world. In my opinion, is because they are extremely smart, and that's why they are trapped in their own minds. And now I'm talking to you, my athlete. Sometimes you have a annoying brother, annoying sister, and the best way to get out of that problem you have right there is to do these exercises. Put the Superman position, put the Super Wonder Woman position, and don't listen to what they say. Don't react for what the people says to you. React to your own emotions, to your own things. When you repeat good things to you, trust me, you will be happy. Doesn't matter what they say to you. And
yeah, well,
I have another.
Those children, yes, the ADD children respond really well to, especially to the first healing audio. It's called the powerful healing audio. I think you have to be at least 10 to listen to it, but younger could probably understand. I made very simple words in it, and I've discovered with my own brother who's been ADD for his whole life in his mid-50s. I just did a very simple exercise with him, and he changed dramatically. So These
I
exercises
have a
are also useful for
I
that.
have a story to tell you, Anastasia, and all the athletes. I have a friend who is very good hypnotist. Richard Nungar. He has a son. When the son start to be a baby, when start to grow, 2 years old, he cannot sleep in the night, he's crying, 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 and he tried to put some music, something, and then he don't find. The only thing he find is a recording of his own hypnosis sessions about smoking, about whatever. Then he put that session to him, and he start to sleep. And the boy, when grow up, amazingly, he is an amazing hypnotist. Just because since baby, he started to work. One time, a bully attacked him over and over and over, and he says it's enough. And one time, he prepared him mentally, and then when he tried to attack him, he just says, sleep, and the guy fall. And then, for me, it was amazing that he has that power. And everybody has that power, but they don't have the training. And that's why it exists bullies, because the bullies have very low self-esteem, and they want to increase that self-esteem bullying another person.
Exactly.
And you don't need to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be strong. And now, Anastasia, go and tell us one more thing, very important thing. How long it takes to feel the benefits of that? Is immediately, or they need to have some weeks? What happened?
No, the effects are immediate. You listen to it's about 13-14 minutes. You listen to that healing audio, and you feel immediately different. You do those exercises, and you feel immediately different. There's a whole series of exercises, and you feel the difference immediately. What we want to do is, just like with practice, consistency, what you want to do is a little something every day. And if you do that every day, your body gets used to being into that high energy, happy, coordinated, healthy state, and it doesn't want to go back to the old way. So what we're going to do is develop a habit. So every day you get in the habit of doing that, and you will stay in that high state. So you feel the difference immediately, and as soon as you feel yourself to go down, you have a tool and an ability, and you learn how to do that for yourself to bring yourself back up. I do these exercises every single day. It makes such a huge difference, really big difference.
Anastasia, you talk about the consistency, the discipline, because people buy things thinking that just the action to buy it will help you. No, this is not happening. You, as an athlete, you know you need to do it over and over. I have another case when one of the moms came to tell me, as a gymnastics coach, she says, I want to ask you why you teach to my daughter very hard and ugly things, and the other girl very easy and beautiful things. I said, I teach both the same, but this is the way they do it. And this is something in life. You have your own talent, but you need to develop the talent more and more and more.
Exactly.
And now I want to have this opportunity to remind you, go to the Anastasia's page, go to over there. Is www.sportperformancesecrets.com/diamond. You will see Anastasia's picture over there. Click on the special offer button. You will see everything what we're talking about over there. You will see all the special offer at 50% off. That means you don't need to spend all the money just to listen to this interview. Anastasia is so happy to help athletes and their families that take advantage of that, and you don't will regret. It's 100% guaranteed.
Yeah,
it's
Al,
50% off.
Coach Al, I've never offered a package for less than $500. Most of the teaching packages I have, so this is really, I put together a subset of the $500 package, and it's almost $300 worth alone. And if someone decides to come, I'm having an event, a 2-day healing event for people to learn this in person from me. in the spring of 2015, and they're welcome to come by buying this package. So that's
Perfect.
right, and each ticket would be normally $1,000 a piece, because what I charge quite a bit for healing sessions with me, and I can heal whole rooms. I've done it many times, and this allows you to get an over $2,200 package for what the price is that you're offering for the $97.
Very good. And as you know, the package we have for you have a lot of value. We can have more value if you use it. If you use it and you do it on a daily basis, we'll have the real value. Because where we want, athletes are the motivation for everybody in this world. You turn on the TV and they talk about the athletes, they talk about what happened to the athletes, and they motivate all the other generations. That's why it's important for me to give you this opportunity to have these discounts. Now, we're running out of time. It's so fast the time how we go, but I have some questions for the audience, because it's important for us to know what you think. You know, you have your comments area right there. Go use it, communicate with us. Very important for us to know what you think, especially for me. I want to know what you think, because I will bring the people you need to achieve your goals. We have Julie from Utah. She asks, do that works even if everybody around is in bad mood?
It absolutely does. It's a little tougher, and you'll have to practice. It's just like you can't learn your routine. Like if you're doing a gymnastics routine or you're running a race, you can't succeed by doing it only once before your meet. You have to practice it, and it's just like, and this is exactly the same thing. It takes practice, but it does work in every circumstance.
Wow, this is excellent to know. And you know, you have a dysfunctional family, it works anyway. And you start to influence the others to be calm and to be very good. We have another question for Coach Tony from Orlando. Is only you boys, or I can learn to do that too?
Oh, it absolutely works with boys too. I have worked with many, many, many boys. You know, autistic boys, ADHD boys, boys that want to improve their lives, boys that are unhealthy. It all works for everybody. And I've made the program so it works for anybody. I address both boys and girls in some of the audios.
Excellent. You know, Coach Tony, you can learn to have that voice of healing and calm down the people. I have another question. This is Lauren from Chicago. Can I heal my brother annoying mood he has?
She wants to heal her brother?
The brother annoying mood.
Oh, if he's annoying her? Well, what
Yes.
she would do is he could be just the same, but what would happen is that you would become stronger and have better defenses. And as soon as he notices that he's not bothering you anymore, no matter what he does, he'll stop. That's just the way it is. So
Exactly right.
Yes.
Exactly right. Because when somebody annoying you, if they succeed, they annoy you again, because they want to feel the same sensation to control you. If they don't annoy you, they don't make you any change in your emotions, they desist. They stop, because they said, why to keep going using my energy? And
Exactly.
this is no very good. Now, Anastasia, used to be sure that it's well understand all your system. Can you explain us some cases when you heal some people who was so hard, they don't believe in doctors, they don't believe in nothing? Tell us about some cases you have.
Well, I have doctors that actually refer me cases because they can't make any progress. And I'll give you an example. I worked with a 14-year-old boy who was a high-functioning autistic child, so they call him having Asperger's. And everything in his digestive system wasn't working. His coordination was very poor because his hips weren't engaging properly. He didn't smile or laugh because his emotions weren't connected properly. Emotions are extremely important because the first thing we do when we see something is we have an emotion, and then our thoughts follow. So, and and he was only saying a single word at a time instead of whole sentences or whole paragraphs. And within half an hour, everything shifted with him. And I worked with him for 4 sessions of approximately 15 minutes to a half an hour each. And by the end, when he went back to the doctor, his digestive system was functioning, his coordination had dramatically improved, he was having conversations, speaking in not just sentences but paragraphs, his emotions were on his face, which is where they belong, and he was able to understand other people's emotions, because that's one of the problems. So he improved all the way around, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. So he improved that, and that was just one simple case. And I've worked with many people with even serious illnesses, people that were about to die, and all the people that I've ever worked with that were about to die, they're all still alive, and some of them in excellent health. So that's just one case, right?
Let me explain one thing to the athletes, because you touched something really important in that case with the kid with Asperger's. It's important for the moms who are taking care of kids like that to learn what Anastasia is teaching. Why? Because you cannot wait a week or something like that to have Anastasia online. What happens if you learn? If you learn everything that Anastasia is teaching, and you do every day with your child, every day with every one of the members of your house. That's why you, athlete, please tell your mom about this interview. It's important for your mom, for your dad, for your uncle, for your aunt to know about this one. Please tell them that exists an alternative. It's not only medicines. Exists and a big alternative. That's why it's important for me to make point in this part, because the moms has the best tool, love. It's a huge love the moms has, and you know, your system, Anastasia, works better with love. Like
it's all about love. The whole system is all about love. Love is one of the highest energy emotions we have. Love, joy, peace, contentment, all those, that brings our energy way up. It's all done with love, number one. And number two, all of the audios, any adult can listen to them. They will work for them too. And especially parents, I think everybody in a whole family, because the family is like a system and they work together. So if everybody in the family also, you know, takes part in the program, they will also gain tremendously from it.
Excellent. I want to hear from you the last words, because we are running out of time, and any special words for all these athletes and their families.
Any special words? Well, the best thing that I can say is to respect and love one another, and to help each other do their best. Nobody, you know, a lot of the anxiety and difficult emotions that are in interactions, a lot of that's there so we can learn something. And so carrying around anger and grief and all that, it doesn't hurt them, it hurts you. So the best thing to do is to release it, and to look at the person that you're angry at as having taught you something, and thank them instead of being angry with them. That's the best way. I try to heal relationships all the time. You know, I try to help people get out of their disappointment, their anxiety, their anger all the time. And I find that that is the most effective healing technique, because usually illness comes from those negative emotions and those negative interactions. So this is where I am very, very, very strongly, I feel very strongly about this, that we help heal our interactions with one another, because we are very important with one another. Super important. Yeah.
Very good. And then you know now, then your emotions depends on how you manage your environment. And it's important for you as an athlete to learn to control yourself and control the environment surrounding you. That's why it's important for going to this special offer and learn every aspect of the concentration you have in your mind. The concentration is what gives you the opportunity to put all your energy in one point. It's like the laser beam. The laser beam is all the light concentrated in one point and can cut even steel. And if you learn to concentrate all your attention, because in this world we have tons of distractions, is computers, games, tweets, all that kind of things distract our attention to be one of the best ones. I'm so happy to have Anastasia with us because she has too many things to offer to you. It's very exciting for me that you was here. Now it's time to go to the special gift for you. What you need to do to get that gift? Go to the Anastasia page interview at the www.sportperformancesecrets.com/diamond, and you will see Anastasia right there. And when you click in the special offer, you will see in the bottom the gift for you. What you need to do, only put your name, your email address, and click send. It's very important to click send, otherwise we don't know. Click send. In a couple of minutes you will get that special gift from Anastasia, and you will start to experience it, and you will start to feel it, what is important for you, and you will start to feel and understand what diamond is for you. Now the time is running fast. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you too much, Anastasia, to being with us, and thank you for that special 50% offer. And say bye-bye to our athletes. They appreciate what you did for them.
Yeah, it's been my pleasure, Coach Al. I really appreciate all the wonderful things that you're doing for our young people today.
It's my pleasure too, and stay tuned because we have more people, interesting people in these interviews, and I want to be close to you because I want to help you to be the best. Thank you for now. I see you in the next one.